this gunman may have trained in Syria. What more have you been hearing about that?
Yes, this is what the media or the press in Turkey said, that he was in the ranks of the Islamic State and that he joined Turkey in November with his family to the town of Konya before joining Istanbul. And actually, which is not really a surprise, because if you look closely to the claim that was made by ISIS, you see that in the choice of words that they made, they said that he acted upon the order of Baghdadi, which is the head of the Islamic State. They didn't formulate it the same way as for the attack of Nice, for example, when they say that this soldier of the Islamic State responded in a positive way to a call of committing a terror attack. So it showed us since this 2nd of January that this was really ordered by Baghdadi himself, as, for example, the attacks of Paris.
Wassim, Turkey has been hit by a series of attacks since last year. How many of those have been linked directly to the Islamic State group, and why is Turkey such a target?
Actually, many attacks were said to be made by the Islamic State, by Turkish authorities. This attack in Istanbul was claimed. Another attack was claimed, which was an attack against the police headquarters in the town of Diyarbakir. Also, other attacks like assassinations, one of an American officer and other of Syrian activists, for example, were also claimed. An attack against an artillery post in Turkey was also claimed by the Islamic State. So this is not a first, of course, but it shows us, anyways, that by this formulation and this the word they chose in the claim, and by talking about Baghdadi himself in the claim, it's opening a new era in the conflict between Turkey and the Islamic State. We saw that in the last months, a huge amount of jihadi propaganda and literature was made in Turkish language. We saw that about 10 or 15 days before the end of the year, a video was made by the Islamic State from the town of Al-Bab in Syria, showing the fight between the Turkish army and the jihadis around the town of Al-Bab, but also they showed the burning alive of 2 Turkish soldiers wearing the Turkish uniform, which is very important because they wanted to impact the Turkish society and the Turkish military institution. And this was like 15 or 20 days ago. We should remember also in one of his rare communiques or speeches, Baghdadi called for attacks in Turkey, and the new spokesperson of the Islamic State called also a few weeks ago for more attacks in Turkey. So what happened today in Istanbul, the way they claimed it, talking about Baghdadi in the claim, opens the doors of jihad, as they say, in Turkey as a whole, as in other countries. So it opens a new era of real jihad, real terror attacks in Turkey and against the Turkish army and the Turkish government.